Hey y'all, it's TT, and I'm back again with another YouTube video. Okay, so for the past couple weeks, I've been asking my Instagram followers, Snapchat friends, Facebook friends, to basically send me questions that you guys want to see me answer. Didn't work out that well. I only got a couple questions, but they were good questions though. So don't get me wrong, they were very good questions. And basically that's what we're going to do today. It's Q&A. Hope you guys are ready to hear a couple things about my life. Okay, so I made a list of questions that I received from my social media friends. And that's how I'm going to go about things today. So, read off a list of questions and I'm going to answer them. Just like that. You know, it's so simple. These questions aren't in any specific order, so I'm just going by the way that I received them. First question I received was, how many fights have you been in? How many fights have I been in my whole life? Fist fights? I only been in I want to say 4 maybe? Yeah, 4. Woo! High school was crazy, I tell you. There was so many fights though that I could have been that I avoided. So kudos to me, you know, because I could have been in so many more fights. But I was only in 4. And I'm not even really a fighter. I'm such a cool girl, I promise. It's just the other girls, they just hate me. They hate me. My very, very first fight was on my cousin's porch. My older cousin, the one, he had, I don't know, I guess got into an argument with some girl who I was friends with before then. We were friends at first, but then the one told me oh, well, you gotta fight her. And we fought on my cousin's porch, but I ended up crying after that because that was my very first fight. I'm like, am I going to get in trouble? I was young as hell too. I had to be, I don't know, which is very young. Very goofy first fight. I don't even know who won. I don't even remember the fucking fight, honestly. My second fight, I might be lying to y'all. I might have been in 5 fights, but whatever. We'll get to that. So my second fight, I was a cheerleader. I cheered my whole life. So after cheerleading practice, of course, we was all some fast-ass little girls. Not fast like that, but you know. So after cheerleading practice, we used to go onto the field, hang out with the boys, whatever. Try to be around the boys, whatever. Be cute, whatever. I was a cute little girl. No. But I'm walking with my friend. Basically, it kind of set me up, but whatever. Walk with my friend, walking. Some girl pulls my hair from behind. You know, I got long ass hair. I had long ass hair since I was young. So she pulls my little ponytail or whatever from behind and pulls me down to the ground. So we're fighting. She's on top of me. I'm on the ground, swinging, kicking, doing whatever I could. I might have lost that fight. I don't remember. But my sister, we took my sister to go fight that bitch after. That's what I'm saying. That story though, bitches don't really be your friends. Watch who you call your friend. And I learned that at a young age, man, because I told you I really think they set me up. But whatever. My third fight. Third fight, this is the funny story here. Okay, so my child's father, who I am with now, I fought his girlfriend. But it wasn't even my fight to begin with. I didn't even go there to fight or anything. So we go to his house or whatever. I'm with my best friend at the time. My best friend and my sister. I promise you I didn't go to fight. I might have went to fight him, but I didn't go to fight her. It wasn't even like that. But we get there, we arguing outside. All this shit's happening. I try to key his car. I try to tase him. I try to do a whole bunch of shit to him, y'all. Toxic, I know. But I had a reason, I promise. Okay, so basically, my best friend goes over to the side of his house while everything's going on. I didn't even see what happened. I don't even know how this shit started. But my best friend goes over to the side of his house, to the side door. Door's open, screen, there's a screen door. You can see through the screen door. So I guess his girlfriend, I don't know if they started arguing, but she was in there. She was watching what was going on through the window. So, her and my best friend had words or whatever, and then she ended up coming outside. When she come outside, her and my best friend start fighting. And I'm like, my best friend, at the time she's fighting her for me down there. I said, because that's about me. So, of course, I got to be in it. So, of course, I jumped in it, and we fucking jumped her. As much as we could, though. I'm not going to... We didn't really jump her, y'all. I promise we didn't. I just, like, kind of grabbed a little bit of hair, made sure she was off. My best friend won. So, yeah, I didn't really fight her, but I kind of did. I touched her a little bit. Whatever. That was my fourth fight. That was, like, a couple fights in one. But that was with my sister. I fought with my sister. Yes, I did. My sister is 2 years younger than me now, y'all. But we was in the same school. So, I get to school that day. We get to school late. Like, third period late. Wasn't even going to go to school. My sister is begging, like, rushing to go to school down there. Because, like, her friends just keep calling her, like, when did you come? When did you come? Da, da, da. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, whatever. I'll go to school. We late. But whatever. Like, fuck it. So, we get to school. And as soon as I get into the classroom, my best friend at that time tells me, like, you know, your sister and I'm supposed to be fighting today. Then it clicks in my head. I'm like, that's why they kept calling her in the car and shit. I'm looking at her. I keep laughing. And it's me and her exchanging looks in the car. But I just can't get, like, why they just keep calling her. Like, they wanted her to come to school so bad for some reason. And I just keep looking at her. And she's laughing. I'm laughing. But I'm like, whatever. Because my mom in the car. So I ain't going to say shit. But then we get to school. And they busted her. Like, I guess we're supposed to fight today. Da, da, da. I'm like, I knew there was something going on. By the way, they rushing her to school. So period. So that period ends. We all in the hallway. And my sister and them ain't even. Our school was set up weird. So we had different floors we supposed to be on. My sister was 2 grades under me. So she wasn't even supposed to be on my floor. But whatever. So they all on this floor. So I didn't want to fight. So I'm just watching. Because she got her friends at that time. Brad and I swear. Ghetto ass bitches. They just rather die bitches. That's what I'm saying. So like. Her and her friends had a little gang or whatever back in high school. It was so funny. But whatever. So, they all in the hallway. We know what's about to go on. So, we all waiting for it to happen. And so, my sister's friend basically just punches this girl. And they jumped the fuck out of this little girl. Like, I never seen that shit like this before. Literally, the hardest that I ever seen in my life to start this shit off. And they jumped the fuck out of her. Like, and then they got in trouble with my sister's couple friends. I think 2 of them got in trouble. But my sister didn't get caught. So I'm pulling her, because she's still kicking this girl. I'm like, go to class, whatever. I'm like, you got her. Like, she's good. You got her. Go to class. So, after, we all in class talking about the fight. Like, you know how after you fight in high school, everybody's talking about this fight. Oh, you see this, you see that, da, da, da. Keep talking about it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Laughing and kicking. Our teacher was pissed because we didn't do no work that whole period. I promise we didn't do no work that whole period. So, in the middle of the period, so we see, okay, we had classroom doors. Let me explain this first. Our classroom doors had, like, windows on it. See 3 windows you could see out so, like, we had windows on our door, whatever. We see everybody else in their classrooms, like across the hall and all that, running out their classrooms. Just running out the classrooms. And we're like, what's going on? I'm wondering, like, what's happening? And my teacher's trying to stand in front of the door, like, you guys are not going anywhere. Stay in here. Da, da, da. I'm like, move, motherfucker. My sister was just fighting, so I know we gotta be them again. So we finally get out the classroom. And of course, it was my sister and I'm fighting again. When I got into the hallway, I didn't even see my sister. I only saw her friend. That's how I knew it was them fighting. But they're like, we can't find Drea. So we're all looking for Drea. I'm going through the hallways looking for Drea. There's so many kids out here in this hallway. Because, of course, every kid wanted to see a fight. Like, who doesn't want to see a fight in high school? You know? So I just can't find my sister. But when I finally find my sister, blood all right here on her face. Like, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, that's when I hopped in mode, you know? I'm like, what happened to your face? Like, what is going on with your face? All I seen was blood just everywhere. She like, I was fighting, da, da, da. I'm like, you're bleeding, bro. Like, what happened? Like, da, da, da. She's like, Emma, she didn't know she was bleeding. But that's when I got mad because I seen blood on my sister's face. So I had to hop in the fight. So I'm like, I got my friends. I had a whole big ass group of friends. Still love them to this day for this shit. So my friends are all with me. I had one of my friends behind me, putting my hair in a ponytail for me, taking my shit off, like, hold my shit. Tell my friend, hold my shit, whatever. So I just walked behind my sister, like, wherever she went, I was going. So the next bitch we saw that was from the other group or whatever you want to call it, crew, whatever. We saw her. My sister ran up, so did I. We jumped her ass. After we fought her, we broke that up. I don't know how we got out of this. But fought another bitch. And then another bitch. Like, it was... Our school got shut down that day. It was a big ass riot. There was multiple fights. It wasn't even just us fighting. There was other people fighting. It was such a big, huge thing. It was on the news, everything. Man, high school was crazy. But the thing is, there was so many of us. Like, they just didn't stand a chance. Like, my sister had her friends, and I had my friends. So, because I was fighting, they jumped in it. And because she was fighting, they jumped in it. So, it was all of us. Like, it was a big-ass riot. It was crazy. Yeah, and that's how many... I think I've been in 4 or 5 fights. That's how many fights I've been in. That answers that question for you, huh? Next question. What are you mixed with? I get this question all the time. And honestly, it's so hard for me to answer. I get this question so very frequently. And I don't know why. I guess it's because of the hair. People see my hair and be like, what is she mixed with? She has long hair. Da, da, da. But, like, that does not always mean you're mixed. But, my mom is... Well, she told me she's French, Canadian, Indian, and Black. I don't know what else is in her, but that's what she told me. I literally always wanted to go onto Ancestry.com. I just don't want to pay the money for it, but I want to get on really bad to figure out what I actually am. Like, go back and figure out my roots. I need to know. My mom's a whole bunch of stuff, though, and my dad, he's Black. Well, he's light skinned. I don't know, we all light skinned Black. I don't know what I'm mixed with, to be honest. Not answer that question for you, sorry. Next question is best part of being a mom. I love this question. So, the best part about being a mother for me is just seeing my daughter happy, basically. Like, and then I guess seeing her in general, like just seeing my baby every day, like, and knowing I brought her into this world. Like, how could I create something so beautiful? Like, creating life is amazing. It's crazy. Definitely crazy. I never in a million years thought I would have a kid, well, this early. But when I did, it made me the happiest person ever. My daughter is just so happy and full of life, and I love it. And seeing her smile is probably the best part about being a mom, honestly. Knowing that your baby is happy. Great feeling. My next question. What face products do I use? I get this question very frequently too, because I promise you, if I could find a before picture and do a before and after, boom, you guys would be like, what the fuck? Because my skin was crazy. I had pimples everywhere. I literally cried to my mom one day. Like, I was looking in the mirror and my face was terrible. Like, I was breaking out so bad, and I would start crying, like, because I just thought I was so ugly. And I'm like, Mom, I got pimples everywhere. Like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something about this. Like, I can't be looking like this. So that day, we went and signed myself up for some facials. I go to this place, called Hand & Stone in Upper St. Clair. And they started doing facials on me and extractions. And, you know, they figured out what type of skin I had. And they figured out which products work best for me and my skin type. I honestly do not remember what type of skin I do have. I know my skin's oily at times. Not really anymore. Ever since I got pregnant, my skin's been so dry. But I've been using Dermalogica products for about, I want to say 2 years now. And it's the best product I've ever used. They have all types of skin products. They have face wash. They have lotion. They have all types. I can't remember. I'm not too good with products, but they have all types of stuff for your face, and it works wonders. I promise y'all. Cause look at me, like, I promise you, works perfectly. Shout out to Hannah Stone. They got a sister right. Well, honestly, I stopped getting facials like probably a year ago when I got pregnant. I stopped getting facials because me laying down my back really wasn't for me. It hurt my stomach so bad and my back, so I stopped going. But me having a child also made my skin very pretty. My hair very pretty, all of that. Nails were super long. Have a baby, y'all. It'll get you right. Next question. How I came up with my daughter's name. This is a good question, but I'm gonna tie 2 questions together because on here it also says that I want a boy or a girl. And this story goes together. So, all my life, I promise you, since I was young, I wanted a daughter. I used to look at people dressing like their daughters, like little mommy and me outfits and doing their hair and dressing them all pretty and everything else. Like, I always wanted a daughter for so long. I used to sit in class and come up with names. I would doodle. Cause I love to draw. I told you guys that in my last video. But I would doodle names. Just draw just different names for females. And I just always knew I was gonna have a daughter. Like, so when I finally got pregnant, I was like, if I don't have a daughter, I'm going to die. Like, literally, I thought I was going to die if I didn't have a daughter. And leading up to that, I was like, literally, I could not wait to find out what I was having. But I had the worst anxiety. Like, everybody used to tell me, like, you're carrying so low, and by the way you're carrying, I could tell, or the way your belly is shaped, I can tell you're having a boy. I'm like, what the fuck? So I started having dreams about me having a boy. I had dreams about having a girl too, but I started when they told me that, like right before my gender reveal, the day before my gender reveal, actually, I dreamt about me having a boy, and I was crying. Like, I came into my mom's room crying, like, Mom, I had a dream about me having a boy, and I just know I'm having a boy now. And I was crying to her, like, and my sister was the only person who knew. I had her come to the hospital with me and find out what I was having. I gave her a little envelope. Kept the envelope. Or actually, I think she burnt the envelope after she opened it. But I let her get the envelope and I let her find out before everybody else so she can throw my gender reveal. And yeah. But I'm like, everybody kept asking me, like, every time, like, if you have a boy or if you have a girl, what are your names? Da, da, da. And the name Leilani O'Shea was never even a part of, like, it was never even in my mind, honestly, at first. Like, that was not one of the names I had written down before. I don't know where, but no, I do remember where it came from. My lash tech, she has lash strips as well, and she was naming her lashes, and they were such pretty names. And I'm like, that is a beautiful name. Like, that's a very pretty name for a girl. And I'm like, I have to name my daughter Leilani. Like, I was stuck on that name from the lashes. People would be like, if you have a girl, what are you gonna name it? And I had so many names, but Leilani was every one of them. And they're like, if you have a boy, I'm like, I'm not fucking having a boy, so I don't have no names for a boy. Like, and I really never picked any boy names. I'm like, if I have a boy, it is what it is. Like, Terrell can name him. I'm like, because I don't care. Like, because I am going to literally throw a fit if I have a boy. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I would love my son regardless. But I was born to have a daughter, literally. But yeah. And I told y'all where Leilani came from. But O'Shea is her father's middle name. And I just love that name. So I gave her the name Leilani O'Shea for it. And that's how that came about. Next question is, what were your first thoughts when you first found out you were pregnant? This is a good story too. So, I was at work on a Friday. I usually don't go into work early unless it's on Fridays because I do a kinder sports program for younger kids at my job. And it's early Friday morning. So me and my coworker were there early morning, but it was like after Thanksgiving. So nobody really showed up. So we're there. But we're like, let's just take a trip to John Eagle. And I'm talking to her, and we're walking to John Eagle, and I'm like laughing and kiki, and me and my baby's dad, we joked about it too. Like before, I'm like, I could be pregnant, laughing and kiki, not really thinking I was pregnant, but whatever. But I didn't get my period for a long time, but I was on Depo as well beforehand. Everybody knows how your period get when you're on Depo, and I didn't have a period for a long time, but when I got off of Depo, I still never got a period. A real one at least. So, when I didn't get my period, I just thought nothing of it. But I'm laughing to her, joking with her, like, bro, I could be pregnant. Let me just get a pregnancy test. Because New Year's was coming up. And I'm like, I'm going out for New Year's. I just knew I was going out for New Year's. I had bought a dress, this cute ass dress that I never got to wear. I sold it, ended up selling it because I found out I was pregnant, but whatever. I bought a dress, heels, all of that. I was getting my hair done. I bought weave for me to go out on New Year's. So I'm like, if I'm gonna go out on New Year's, I have to know if I'm pregnant because I can't drink. My mom had bought me these like fruit slushies with liquor in it. And I'm like, I just can't drink. I didn't drink it for days. And I'm like, I'm saving it for New Year's. But anyway, we walking to the store, and we're laughing. Like I said, as I go in the aisle and I pick up the pregnancy test, I'm like, there's no way I'm pregnant, but I'm gonna take a test anyways. But like I said, I don't know, you can kind of feel it when you're pregnant. Like, you feel different. I'm just laughing though, because like I said, I just didn't think that I would be pregnant. I'm like, So, we walk back to work or whatever, and she's sitting at the desk, so I go upstairs to the bathroom and pee on this little pregnancy test or whatever, and I wait. And then it really said I was walking to the store, and we're laughing. Like I said, as I go in the aisle and I pick up the pregnancy test, I'm like, there's no way I'm pregnant, but I'm gonna take a test anyways. But like I said, I don't know, you can kind of feel it when you're pregnant. Like, you feel different. I'm just laughing though, because like I said, I just didn't think that I would be pregnant. I'm like, So, we walk back to work or whatever, and she's sitting at the desk, so I go upstairs to the bathroom and pee on this little pregnancy test or whatever, and I wait. And then it really said I was pregnant. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so, the first person I called was my friend at the time, my friend Quinn. I called her so quick, like, bro, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm really pregnant. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm really pregnant. Like, I'm scared to tell Terrell. I don't know what's going to happen. She's like, oh my gosh, TT, like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was happy though. I was just shocked that I was honestly, that's what I'm saying. I was just shocked. I was shocked that I was pregnant because I really did not. Like, I really couldn't believe I was pregnant. But I was happy because I always wanted a kid. Like I said, I always wanted a daughter. But I was just shocked. Like, how did I get pregnant? Me pregnant? Like, what? So I hang up with her and I'm like, I call her there. I'm like, I'm pregnant. I didn't even tell him I was pregnant actually. I switched the camera around and showed him the test. He's like, what is that? I'm like, I'm pregnant. Like I said, I'm pregnant. Like, even if we were joking about it, I'm really pregnant. Like, and he was just sitting there. We sat there in silence for like, probably like 10 minutes. He's sitting there like, just surprised as fuck. Like, just sitting there. He said, hold on, I'm gonna call you back, man. But I downstairs though, and my coworker, I'm talking to her. I'm like, bro, I took the test, and she's like, what did it say? And I'm like, I'm really pregnant. Like, he said, like, we were joking about it, but I'm really pregnant, bro. Like, what am I going to do? We're laughing and stuff, and she's like, did you tell your baby that? I'm like, yes, I told Terrell, like, And she's like, what did he say? I'm like, he didn't say anything. He was just sitting on the phone. Like, he just sat there and just looked at me, stared at me for a minute. Like, and that's how that went. I was shocked, happy, like amazed. Like, I had so many different emotions going through my head. I bet he did too. I even, after I got off work, went to his house and took another test. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, it's real. Like, my lines are kind of faint, so I went home with him and took another test. They were still kind of faint, but I'm like, lines are there though. I know I see those 2 lines. Like, I'm not crazy. But again, I feel like, because they was faint, so I'm like, let me just go to the hospital. So I didn't go to work the next, or no, it was not the next day. I don't think I even had work the next day, but I just told my sister to take me to the hospital. So my baby's father met us at the hospital. And I told her, I took 2 pregnancy tests, ma'am, and they were both faint. So I wasn't really sure if I was really pregnant. And I came here to see if I'm really pregnant. And I was really pregnant. She gave me a sonogram and told me I was, I think I was about like 2 or 3 months pregnant at that. The whole funny thing about me ending up pregnant though was that, like, when I went back to my gynecologist, I'm like, I'm pregnant, sis. Like, but right, like the gynecologist appointment before that one, she had prescribed me birth control. A different birth control because I got off of Depo and was trying to get a new birth control because I couldn't fuck with Depo. But then when I came back, I never got the. She's like, you never got to get on birth control? I'm like, no, I got pregnant. Next question was, do you want other kids? I always talk about this. And I honestly don't really know. Like, I love being pregnant. I had a beautiful pregnancy. Like I said, my skin beautiful, hair beautiful, nails beautiful. And I love being pregnant. I loved going through new milestones and getting to feel my baby kick and move around inside of me. I didn't love the morning sickness, but like I said, it's a part of pregnancy. So, like I said, the whole all-around process was a very beautiful one. But I just don't know if I would do it again. Like, when I got to that hospital to have my baby, to actually push her out, that was the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. Like, y'all, it was crazy. Like, the contractions, that's what it was. It was the contractions. Pushing her out wasn't that big, but the contractions. Actual labor was a very, very long, drawn out, and painful process for me. Which is why I really don't know if I'll have another kid. Like, I love kids, don't get me wrong, and I want to give Leilani a sibling, but I always see little siblings together, and I'm like, oh, they're so adorable. Like, it makes me want to give Leilani one, but I'm like, I remember how labor was, and I don't want to go through it again. I don't. But, you know, everything's different. Everybody's different. Maybe my labor won't be as big if I decide to ever have another kid. But at the moment, I don't think I want another kid. The next question, what do I aspire to be in life? And this is the very broad question for me. Only because I'm doing so many different things right now that I actually enjoy doing at that. Like, I say in my first video, I sometimes model, and I really, really want to have a career in modeling. At some point, I really, really, really do want to, like, take that seriously and go into modeling. I just don't know how. I'm also, in a way, being an entrepreneur. I sell lashes. I do eyebrows. And I'm starting to do extensions. Basically, what I aspire to be is my own boss. That's it. I want to be able to cut my own checks, you know. I want to be able to say when I'm making money. I don't want nobody to tell me, oh, you're working this, or you're doing that, or da, da, da. I want to be the one to tell myself that, like, oh, you're about to go get this amount of money. You're about to go do this. You're about to go do that. Da, da, da. And I can do that with any of the stuff I was, modeling, doing eyebrows, doing extensions, whatever. I'll make my own schedule. I'll make my own money. So that's what I aspire to be, my own boss. You should too. My next question. They asked, how was my transition into being a mommy? It wasn't easy because the life I led before my child was different. It's like, no, it wasn't that different. I was still kind of a stay-at-home girl. I had just recently started going out again and all that other stuff and making friends somewhat. But then I got pregnant, and it kind of really, it did change my life around. It did. It kind of calmed me down. I can't really, go out as much. But I was young. When I was pregnant, I turned 21 while I was pregnant. So I didn't even get to experience the nightlife, basically. I didn't experience any of that until after I had my baby. So I just, after I had her, I actually, it took me months to even go to a bar. I mean, it wasn't, hard adjusting. To me, it wasn't that hard because, like I said, I feel like I was built to be a mother. I'm a Cancer. That is the mother of astrology signs, I believe. Look it up. I'm not lying. But, yeah, I feel like I was made to be a mommy. I was made for this mommy shit. So it wasn't that hard for me to transition. Like I said, the only thing that might have been hard to do was just, my party life. Let go of my party life. And I didn't really let it go altogether, but I don't do it as much. I'm not as free to do what I want. I can't just get up and go. I actually have to plan things out now. So that's what I'm saying. That's another thing that being a mom did for me. It changed me for the better. It made me a lot more, I guess, put together, basically. A lot more organized. I had to think things out, think things through a lot more than I used to have to. There was times where I would just stay the night at a friend's house, not come home. I just can't do that anymore because I got a baby. So yeah, it wasn't too bad transition. Next question. What's my biggest fear? I have so many biggest fears. I don't just have one. And now that I got a daughter, okay, I'll say. Now that I got a daughter, my biggest fear is anything happening to my daughter. Anything bad happening to her. I never want to be around or see anything bad happen to my daughter, ever. My biggest fear used to be anything happening to my mom. And I guess that is still one of my biggest fears. But now it's tied between those two. My life, my heart. I honestly can't see anything bad happening. I don't want to see anything bad happening to anyone in my family, honestly. I love my family. And I'm a very emotional person. If anything was to happen to any of them, I would probably just die. Literally, I would probably die. And I would probably cry for months, years. I mean, who wouldn't? But still, I can't even think about it. Next question. What do you look for in a relationship? My favorite question. The main thing I look for in a relationship is honesty. That's my number one thing. Honesty. Of course, I'm attracted to attractive people. I want you to be attractive, but you really, really have to be honest with me from jump. I'm always very honest and open with everybody else. I'm giving you the go to be honest with me. I always do. And if anybody who knows me or ever has talked to me or whatever, you know that they can vouch for me. I just want honesty. That's all I ask for. I also like somebody to be funny. I like the little spontaneous, romantic stuff. Surprise me. Do little. I love that type of stuff. Literally, love it. If you just shut up with this or just anything I don't know about, I love surprises. Like, love it. So like I said, be spontaneous and romantic. I love it. And of course, I like a little freak here and there. It's like, no, let me stop. That's much for this YouTube video, but I do like a little bit of a freak. But yeah, we won't get into that. So, next question. What is my biggest pet peeve? What do I hate the most? I can probably answer this question because I just basically answered it. I literally hate liars. I hate when anybody lies to me, like, period. And then about, like, anything, I hate when you lie to me. Just be honest with me at all times, and you will never have problems at all. I also hate disloyal ass people, and I've come across a lot of those people in my life, a lot. So I could tell you a couple stories about that, but I won't get into that either. But hate disloyal ass people, and that's all I've ever met, honestly. Not really, but damn near. And for my last question, did you already have names picked out, or did you wait until you found out the gender? Which I basically already answered. Listen, man, I've been picking out girl names since I was like 10 years old, because I always knew I was having a girl, and I did. So, boom, period. I had my little baby, Leilani O'Shea, for my heart. And that is all my questions. Thank y'all for watching my Q&A. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.